Last time we stood here with a legion, we had Lucullus with us. I know he was your Patronus, but the man was like a father to me. We will. I will. I hate to be back in this shithole of... shit. To you, probably. You're back home as a victorious commander, and I'm back home as... not myself. I don't know yet. There's a lot I need to take care of. Don't worry, though. I'll save your ass when it needs saving. Aww, that warms my cold black heart. You are making the same mistake your enemies are making. You are underestimating Cleopatra. You think you can control her. Obviously, you are not the first person to think so.
Recent events are making me think about the way we're approaching our long-term problems. No matter what we do, our opponent seems to retain the upper hand. Indeed, I was there. Yet our opponent still emerged victorious, eliminating all of our evidence and ultimately becoming a hero in the end. We're clearly not playing by the same rules. It's for this reason that the game is not fair. We stop playing fair. Consider the Rubicon. No legatus is allowed to keep their command inside the Pomerium. The Legion shall always disband here, beyond these predefined borders. So it is written, so it shall be done. Indeed, violating such an old tradition is unthinkable. That makes us predictable. This is how Luco always wins. He knows what our possible moves are, so he prepares himself accordingly. He plans for both outcomes, and controls the result either way. Now, consider the results of a commander crossing the Rubicon with his legion, ignoring the ancient law and the tradition. Certainly not. I was simply using as an example the absurdity of the notion, and the fact that Rome would be helpless against such a legion were it to just march through. Luco exploits our adherence to established norms and patterns. As long as we're playing the same game, he wins. It is an idea worth considering, but we should be careful about it, lest we become predictable in our rule-breaking. My frail bones are in dire need of warm water and a well-executed massage, but I also have an interesting meeting to attend. A fine, benign lie. The weather in Egypt did not really agree with me, I'm afraid, and coming back to this humidity is not helping either. When your body starts to protest against all climates, it may be trying to tell you something. You're old. Go to the bathhouse. I shall inform them of your imminent visit. The political situation we ended up with is truly interesting. It looks like Queen Cleopatra cares only for herself, but in politics especially, looks can be deceiving. We helped her greatly, and she will probably not forget that. I'd cultivate the relationship. I'm sure there's a lot you can do face to face.
Is it time? I've told you before. It is this idleness that bothers me. Can't we just quickly go in? I have things to do. I do have some personal matters to attend to. It was glorious We have conquered many lands and slain numerous foes. It was strange of you to leave the Queen on her throne, though. Spoils of war should not be left for the enemy to recover. I see. You still plan on conquering her. Forgive me for doubting you. I'll take it easy. This campaign made me realize there is a lot to learn. And while Sinaros is a great magister, it is impossible for him to teach me everything. But he said if he teaches me how to fish, my problems will be solved. Perhaps I misunderstood. I am already skilled at fishing. But Magister rarely turns out to be wrong, so I am intrigued.
I cannot go back to guarding your villa. There is important thing I must do. Sorry. I need to find man who killed my sister, Silvius. Habron said he is important member of Collegium Bacchus. If he is not here, he has cause to return at least. And when he does, I will be waiting. We will see what happens. It is best to not involve you, but thank you for offering. I will.
Let's get this over with. Where to even start? I served with Lucullus for the majority of my life. In a way, he turned me into the man I am today. In return, I caused his death. He would have been alive today if we hadn't delayed our departure for the sake of fixing my mistakes. Nothing but a disappointment. And you are more of a sibling to me than my own little brother. It is comforting to know I have never disappointed you. But somehow I feel like I have failed in the big quest that is my life. I should have been more important, more significant. Who's to say that I'm not? Lucullus certainly didn't see it coming. Probably, but not for the reasons you might think. You think I'll go there and drink myself into a torpor? Let's just say I have an outstanding debt. The kind you can't pay back with denarii. It certainly ended better than it started. Putting Cleopatra in charge was a smart move. You must realize she's taken with you. Nevertheless, I wish we were able to save Lucullus. If only we had departed a day earlier. You're probably right. Still, that makes me wonder. There's something I need to handle now that we're back. I may call on you if I need your help, but hopefully it won't come to that.
Time to disband, Legate? You will always be a warrior at heart. Now it's time to be a citizen.
Good morning, Domine. You certainly took your time today. It is wise to allow your body some time to heal. Fortunately, there are a lot of mundane, everyday tasks for you to take care of today. We have some outstanding debts. There's the issue of inheritance. The kitchen needs to know what you wish to eat today. Oh, and the carpet you have ordered has arrived. The mourners, They require their due payment. Additionally, one of them has severely injured herself during the funeral. She is in need of medical attention. As you wish. A slight understatement. His library and his 2 summer villas belong to you now. But the rights need to be officially transferred before we can do anything with them. A wise choice. The sooner we complete these rituals, the better. It is boar season. We should buy a few and keep them in stock. Flavius says the mussel harvest was pretty good too, if you fancy seafood. Last but not least, I can order a variety of fruits for you. I'll see if I can find some. You haven't? That's bizarre. Well, they have brought it to the study. We shall inspect the item. Perhaps it was intended for someone else. That never crossed my mind. I apologize. I'll bring your arms at once.
Do you need me? Domine?
Is everything well, dear? Do you try to kill all of your guests? Expecting a different goddess? I can be a demon if you prefer. This is a friendly visit. After all of the things we've been through, I thought you would like the opportunity to establish a more solid relationship. Over some food, perhaps. But this room is a bit too crowded. Let us dismiss your servants. I do not like attention.
One of the mourners arrived, Cineros. They still want their... Oh. Who is this lovely young woman? You didn't tell me you have a lady friend as a guest? You... What now? Why didn't you tell me? I'm sorry, Your Majesty. I simply wasn't informed. Does she understand our language? Of course she does. The place is a mess. Cineros, we need to go to the marketplace immediately. Tell the cooks I'll be instructing them today. Our guest is a queen. The feast should be royal. I shall make a list of all the guests. Kato should be
That is quite unnecessary. I would prefer to have a private conversation.
You don't want to eat? That is out of the question. A full stomach is the prime ingredient of good company. Are you not hungry, Your Majesty?
I would not turn down your hospitality, but I'd rather have a private meeting with your son. There are myriad things we have to discuss. Of political nature, of course.
But of course. Forgive my foolishness. Whatever you wish, Your Highness.
I don't know. What should we do?
No feast could be fit for a goddess, but I will strive for perfection.
Stable master had 2 horses in need of new...
Your mother is a bit tense. Are all Roman women like that? People do tend to panic in my presence. But you are different, aren't you? The rich revere, the poor panic. This is a nice place. I like your little garden. I do miss our sunsets, though. Do you miss the desert? Indeed. Why do you think that should be the case? If the sun races to the end of the world, Does it wait to put on a different show in every land? A poetic soul. You are full of surprises. Shall we continue this conversation over dinner? I am famished. This was extraordinary. I am vaguely sad because it's all gone. The wine is great too. Perhaps I shall load a ship with your barrels for the return trip. Shall we finish this flask together in a more private setting? I think I'd like to sample some other Roman delicacies. As did I.
Good morning.
Dominic?
Statius nearly dropped an amphora full of olive oil in the triclinium. Oh, that boy will be the death of me.
Our personal supply of Minerva's wisdom is almost depleted. Shall I send for a few more barrels from the vineyard? If they have any left. It is becoming a rare commodity these days.
We still have some reserved for this household, I believe. I'll ask them.
We are being summoned to appear at the court. You have committed a criminal offense, or so they claim. Both things can be true. Our actions sometimes cause harm to society, yet we may be unaware. Or perhaps you're being wrongfully accused. Only one way to find out. Someone must have suffered because of something you did. Frankly, there's no way to know unless we visit the magistrate. If we want to defend ourselves, certainly. To be technical, they cannot reach a decision in our absence. But lately, they have started interpreting silence as acceptance. I say it is best to be on the safe side. It is best not to ignore these things. The court may think of your silence as an acceptance of guilt. If you find yourself near the forum, you should talk to the magistrate. I will meet you there. Indeed, she is something and more. What you're playing, however, is a dangerous game. You should be very, very careful. That is within the realm of possibility indeed. But truthfully, her divinity, or lack of it, does not matter. She thinks she is a goddess. So do all her subjects. Cleopatra is like the sun. Bright and beautiful, but also harsh and ruthless. Play with fire and sooner or later, you will be burned. Despite all of our efforts, he did really position himself well politically. I would not be surprised to see him become a consul soon. Then we should get ready for a disaster of epic proportions.
Good morning.
Salve. I see you're on your way out. Glad I caught you. I wish I could say I was just dropping by for a cordial visit. However, I was in fact asked to come here by your friend. Julia Callida has got herself into a great deal of trouble, and she has beseeched me to lend her my legal counsel. I told her I would represent her as a favor to you, if you are willing to owe me. For reasons that will become apparent, your friend is forced to maintain a low profile at the moment. She has chosen a discreet meeting spot, near the market. Please meet us there today, and she will explain the details of her predicament.